So here we are again, doing the show to an empty room. Luckily, there's news around the corner that may change everything.
Is this the beginning of the end of the pandemic? A vaccine that could be here for some by Christmas.
The new jab is said to be 90% effective and has no known safety risks.
Could this be the news we've all been waiting for?
Life may return to normal. Seeing friends, hugging family, not having to wear a mask and realising your breath smells like shit. Not having to do stand-up to an empty room like a fucking nutter at a bus stop. So, did Boris announce the vaccine in a clear way? What do you think?
We've talked for a long time, or I have, about the distant bugle of the scientific cavalry coming over the brow of the hill. I can tell you that tonight, that toot of that bugle is louder.
What the fuck are you talking about? We want to know about the vaccine, not a brass band. The toot of the bugle is louder. That's not advice. That sounds like something he'd say when he's shagging. Princess Nut-Nuts, hold my bugle. It's about to toot. Thump it, pump it, stick it on my trumpet. I am so alone. It wasn't just Boris. All right, Jace. It wasn't just Boris talking nonsense. Even one of his top scientists got involved.
So this is like, getting to the end of a playoff final. It's gone to penalties. The first player goes up, scores the goal.
Then he started talking about public transport.
This to me is like a train journey where you're standing on the station, it's wet, it's windy, it's horrible, and 2 miles down the tracks, 2 lights appear and it's the train.
Well, that's that cleared up. The vaccine is like a penalty shootout on a train whilst playing the bugle. I wasn't the only one who thought the press conferences were shit. Look at the face this sign language guy pulled.
This is a lateral flow test.
Look at his face. If ever an expression summed up how we feel about 2020, it's this. Not everyone was upset. Matt Hancock did a radio interview about his post-vaccine plans, and he sounded very giddy.
What is the thing you most look forward to being allowed to do once again?
Julia, I love parties, and I can't wait to go to a proper party.
A proper party? Playing all the games, pin the debt on the North, pass the parcel of blame to the NHS, watch Boris toot his bugle. Imagine going to a party attended by Matt Hancock. I've seen footage of him partying, and it is harrowing. We're not. They don't call you Mr. Fahrenheit. They call you Twat Hancock. I think this guy puts it best. Don't stop me now, one of my favourite parts of this story was the reaction of Russia. We know the Pfizer vaccine is 90% effective. So, what did Russia announce the next day? Theirs is 92. Classic Russia. You have 90, we have 92. You make 6 million doses, we make 6,000,001. You pussies put in arms, we inject into eyeballs. They didn't just attack the Pfizer vaccine. Russia spreads fake news claiming the Oxford coronavirus vaccine will turn people into monkeys. They even printed a picture of what Boris Johnson would look like if he took it. Look at that. It's hilarious. That's just Boris from the first lockdown. Look at him. Look at it again. It looks like he runs a microbrewery in Hackney. It's not scary. Brits would love a jab that turns Boris into a gibbon. We'd have a new leader. He'd be swinging on a tyre, beating his meat. Sorry, tooting his bugle. Now, I tell you what else blew my mind. Look who some people think should be immunised first. Royal fans call on the Queen to be front of the queue for the vaccine. This is madness. Surely Prince Andrew should go first. Think about it. We'll know it's faulty if he starts sweating. And we also know that young people are more likely to get infected. And if anyone is likely to come into contact with young people, it's him. You know, because of all his charity work. Now, I'll say this now. If the Queen does get it first, this guy would be fucking livid. Son of a bitch, a disease that targets old people, and she's getting a jab. What the sweet merry piss do I have to do? Hello? All right, Mum. What? It's turned you into a monkey? Well, all right. Not that everyone was excited about the vaccine. The Zoom share price plunged after the news. I was a bit sad. No more Zoom calls. To be honest, I kind of miss the chaos.
David Cameron was talking about... Oh, I'm really sorry, that's my son arriving.
Really?
Sorry, I'm really embarrassed, sorry.
Tony, I can see you!
We can all see you!
Do we say, well, Leicester's been useful? We've got an example.
Kills viruses in just one... What did you do, Mom? Dad!
Their grandma sent them some money for Easter.
Ken, what have you learned, sir? Oh, shit. Fuck.
What's his name?
His name's Christian.
Christian.
Yes.
People around, too many for them to...
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, can I
Sorry.
have 2 biscuits?
Yes, you can have 2 biscuits.
I'm so sorry.
I'm on the TV, girl.
There are other countries, though. Forgive me, my cat.
Thank you so much. There we go. That's definitely over.
Now, over in America, it's been a mad couple of weeks. Initially, it looked like Trump might have a chance of winning the election. Some of his fans were dancing like pissed aunties at a wedding. Others focused on their pudding.
I'm sorry to interrupt your ice cream. No, that's fine.
And this guy was so happy he froze.
OK, let me put that to Jack Kingston. He's a former Republican congressman, joins me now from Alabama. Great to talk to you, Jack Kingston. Well, well, well. What do you make of this?
But eventually, it turned out Joe Biden was the victor.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify. Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States.
So, did Donald accept defeat graciously?
If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
You easily didn't, you childish bitch. Now, luckily, his supporters were there to help with the counting. In Arizona, they demanded this. But in Michigan, they wanted this. Stop the count. Count the stop. Count, stop the... It got better. Did you hear about the Four Seasons fiasco?
Donald Trump's defeat was announced while the president was playing golf and when his campaign was setting up in a gardening firm's yard just by a sex shop and a crematorium.
This was incredible. Trump wanted his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, to challenge the election result at a high-profile event. But instead of booking the Four Seasons Hotel, they booked the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Centre, which is next to Fantasy Island Adult Books, a shop which is currently holding a sale called Dildo Madness, which might explain this guy's face.
Well, well, well. What do you make of this?
Now, call me crazy, but if you can't tell the difference between a hotel and a car park next to a sex shop, maybe running a country isn't your thing. In fact, Donald Trump should take advice of the humble dildo and go fuck himself. I mean, the news have already started ignoring him.
Now, tens of millions of unsolicited ballots without any verification measures whatsoever.
Well, we're interrupting this because what the President of the United States is saying, in large part, is absolutely untrue.
Christ, even Fox News got fed up.
We want every legal vote to be counted, and we want every illegal vote to be...
I just think we have to be very clear. She's charging, the other side is welcoming fraud and welcoming illegal voting. Unless she has more details to back that up, I can't in good countenance continue showing you this.
If Fox News are cutting you off, then you are in trouble. That would be like Katie Price accusing you of oversharing. And if anybody knows about Dildo Madness, I mean, Fox is a network so crazy, they think Democrats want to do this.
They want to make you drink Starbucks every day from now until forever.
Watch out, America! Biden's gonna waterboard you with a Frappuccino. They're a ludicrous network. They interviewed an alleged witness of election fraud. Listen to the voice they gave them to hide their identity.
How close were you to be able to see a ballot?
Well, as I was walking towards them, I was, like if you're coming down a sidewalk on a block.
What voice is that? Sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks. You can't take that voice. Like, imagine if Churchill had spoken like that.
We shall fight them on the beaches. We shall fight them on the landing ground. We shall fight them in the fields and in the streets. We shall never surrender!
It's not the same. To be honest, I think we all know who the witness was.
Hi.
Mind you, if you think Fox is crazy, it's got nothing on this Trump-loving preacher.
The media said Joe Biden's president. Ha 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 ha
How the fuck has he got an audience? He's just given the whole room COVID. It's bullshit. And I think this guy puts it best. I hope things don't get violent. I really do. I mean, Christ, one Trump supporter tweeted this. Luckily, the Biden fans are a bit more chilled.
Not a lot of violence or any kind of real commotion here, primarily perhaps because of just how much marijuana is being smoked. The smell of that is quite pungent in the air right now.
Their carpet probably looked like this. Mind you, at least they were just stoned, because coke can really flip you out. So can speed. Don't stop me now. And never, ever take Botox and ecstasy.